What's up, everybody? It's PaulMerization, guys. You know what we do. Man, the Banlist, I wasn't home when it went, dropped. I was actually at work. I was across states. And I'm not going to give you all a live reaction on this. This is one of those things. It's just like, I don't know what to say to it. I already know what's going on. But we're going to go through each one. We're going to talk about each one and, go from there, how I feel about it and everything. So it's not going to be effective to the 1st of July, which I will say this is probably the soonest I've ever seen Konami do, as like, no sooner or no earlier than, and they've dropped it like 2 weeks ahead practically, so that's pretty cool. The next update won't be until October 1st, so that means you got August, September, October, 3 months as always. Maybe sooner because they did it sooner this time. But you go down here, we look at the first one that's banned, LP. We kind of saw this coming, but we've been asking for it for long, so we was like kind of surprised it did happen, surprised it didn't happen. So it's just like, either way, it was going to happen eventually. So I think Dragon Link is still a good thing. They got so much support, so I think they'll be fine. I'm not really worried about it. I've played the deck before a long time ago, so it's no big deal. I think they'll be fine. But hitting the Trident, though, I was not expecting them to go like they did with the OCG, if y'all follow the OCG. The OCG actually hit this as well. I don't know if there's future product in the wind that they're doing that we don't know about yet. This does kind of like do an indirect hit, sort of, the Tri Brigade. I wouldn't say it's like hardcore, but they still did hit it. But I don't know. I definitely feel bad for the pure Zoo players and the Zoo Eldritch players. I do feel bad for y'all. I know y'all love that deck and everything, but you can still do Zeus. You just don't get that pop of Trident. So, I don't know, guys. Well, tell me down below what y'all think. So I just don't know. Miscellaneous source getting hit. Now, you dinosaur players, calm the fuck down. I'll be the first one to tell y'all, we've been here before, dino players. We've been here. If you're new to the game and playing dinos and you're freaking out, look, we've been here before. At the time, we had Diagram and VFD and everything. Granted, Diagram's at 1, VFD's banned. But we still have so much support, guys. We still have the Scrap Raptor package. We still have the Bedazzled Alligator, Archosaur. We have ways to do this. We can actually use that. I don't think Skullbat is going to be that big of a deal. Skullbat is going to be one of those things where, I don't know. They're kind of doing little things for Pendulum because they're not in the format or the meta or nothing like that. But they don't want to be broken like for Electromite. You're not going to get Electromite back. I don't care what any Pendulum player says. You're not getting Electromite back. That's not going to happen, guys. I'm sorry. It's just too overdone like it is Firewall. Unless you get some kind of weird errata. That's the only way it's going to happen. Striker Dragon. This was actually another hit that I was surprised that they hit 2 things in Dragon Link. Granted, Striker Dragon kind of being abused in other decks besides just Dragon Link. Some of it's just pure Dragon Maids. They're abusing it. There's this Link 1s are abusive. Plain and simple. Link 1s are always going to be abusive. We keep going down here. Stalio. Salmon-Great. This is great for budget players. I think Stalio, for the budget community, there's a big fanfare around Salmon-Greats. This is awesome. I don't really see Salmon-Greats doing a lot of tops. They move up in the rogue category. I give them that. They do move up in the rogue category. But that's all they're going to do. They're not going to be like tier 0.15 or tier 1. I don't see them going up there. It is pretty cool, though. I just feel like they've been power crept. So there's a lot of cards in the format, I feel like we didn't have when they were up, at the top. We didn't have Harpy's Feather Duster. We didn't have Lightning Storm. We didn't have a lot of these cards now that we didn't have Dark Ruler. You can Dark Ruler them. You can also nib them. They have no protection. You nib them, yeah, that hurts. That really does hurt. So that's just one of those things. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's great for them. This one right here, though. This one right here literally is, what the fuck, Konami, are you thinking? You have hit so much stuff on Sky Striker, and then you slowly keep giving them back stuff. Now you give them this. Sky Striker is going to be in the tier 1, 1.5 category. They're going to be in the top top 5 decks of the meta. That's just hands down. Now, granted, it's like I said before with the Salmon Greats. You know, there was no Lightning Storm, Harpy's Feather Duster, all that stuff that we didn't have in the meta at the time of like 2018, 17, somewhere around there. What kind of ticks me off the most is they're going to get Engage. Give me my damn Colossus back. I want my baby Colossus. Like, Thunder Dragons are not doing nothing OCG. They have Colossus. This is messed up. I think if they're going to be this way, they should give me my Colossus. There's a huge fan base around Thunder Dragons. Give me Colossus. Just at one. That's all we need. I don't know if they're just trying to make everything less combo, everything more control, and more searchability, just like the OCG, because that's all they do. There's hardly any combos over there run off. Plus, they have Max C over there. We don't. So that's another thing. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to mirror and copy them. Eventually, we'll be on the same ban list thing. I don't know. But God, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Then we got over here on the semis, Double Iris Magician. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, they could put it at 3, and I think it ain't going to hurt nothing. Putting it at 3, no big deal. Same symbol of heritage. Nobody even knows what this card was banned for to begin with. So that's the funny part about that. Unless you were back in the old days. I think it was like 2006, 5 when this card got banned. Like, unless you were playing back in the day, you just don't know. But, I don't know. It amazes me what they do for one card. This is the real winners right here, Sky Strikers. I can tell you one thing about this whole list and the way the format's going to go. My honest opinion, your top 5 is definitely going to be, of course, Tritrons and Tri-Brigade, and Prank Kids, Sky Striker, and I actually think Dinosaurs are still going to live. I think Dinosaurs will. There'll be more going second builds, I believe, more than going first. I think it's going to happen. That's just me. But I think that's going to be your top 5 decks, more than anything in the meta. If not Dinosaurs, I have to give it to Shaddoll variants, whether it be Invoke Shaddoll or anything Shaddoll's mixed with. Because Winda just says no. It's just one of those splashable engines. Or even something that's Invoked. I mean, Invoke splashable and everything too. So the number 5 spot's up for grabs. I will say the number 5 spot is up for grabs more than anything. I will say I most likely will see D Crow mained a lot because everything needs their grave. Skullmeister and Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansions. They're definitely going to be in the top hand traps for this meta. More than anything, I can definitely see Crow being mained in everything. Literally everything. But you know what, guys? Comment down below. Tell me what you think of the ban list. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Was you one of the favorites to pull for everything? Did your deck survive the ban list? I mean, what deck are you playing? What came unscathed that made you happy or thrilled? So, you know what, guys? I'll catch you later. I love you guys.